Not to swing things and be too sad, but we can't ignore it. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
It's been a bit of a weird day or two.
Yeah,
with
man.
that recent news.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. 41 is young, bro.
Man, imagine.
Yeah.
That's young.
Do you know what? Yeah, like
I forgot he was even that young.
you were saying earlier, like not dealing with death well.
Yeah.
Neither do I, and regardless if I personally know someone or not, like certain news like just hits, man. And this one like was really sad, man.
Yeah.
It was really sad. And what really touched me was the fact that his daughter was also was also on board, you know, amongst other passengers as well. But it was just like, I could just imagine, like, with him being a father and stuff.
You're a parent, innit? So it's different.
I know that, like, my responsibility, my number one responsibility is to protect my child, innit? And I know that's probably the last thing that he was trying to do, and he knew that he couldn't, which was the sad thing for me. So yeah, man, rest in peace to the pair of them, and I pray for their family, man.
100%.
Because it's gonna be hard to deal with.
And you're doing it, and it's someone that's like is an icon to everyone.
Icon.
But at the very like base level, that's just your husband, your dad. Like, yes, they know he's Kobe Bryant, but in the household, it's like, no, that's just my loved one, innit? And then you've got all the outside stuff of the whole world, and like stuff that I don't like is, yes, you can pay your respects and write your Instagram caption. I can't tell you how to mourn, but you ain't got to fucking at his wife in your posts. We know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Why are you atting the wife?
A lot of people made it about themselves, which I can't respect.
Donnie's posting selfie videos of them crying.
Yeah, I can't respect.
You know, you want to punch someone through the screen and that. And take back the... They're doing it for the retweets. I want to take the retweets from you. I want to punch you through the screen. I want to lock your account. I want to make you aware that this is the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know, going back to Kobe Bryant, I'm not the biggest basketball fan. In fact, a lot of people that know me know that I can't even say I like basketball at all.
Doesn't matter though.
But it doesn't matter because you know greatness when you see it.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain names that stood out. Like, he's a top professional, and I think like he was a figure that was beyond his particular sport. Do you know what I'm
He
saying?
just won an Oscar recently. Hope you know that. He just won an Oscar recently.
Bro.
He was at, like, obviously we know him as the basketball figure, but I started reading stuff about like he set up hedge funds. He was in that VC venture capitalist space.
Okay.
He's really like he's transcended the sport,
Bro.
and he's killing it in other avenues as well.
Yeah, man. Like, I remember Kobe Bryant rapping.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of
You know what I'm
rapping.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like just from people posting it today. Like, I remember.
Oh, okay, you remember that time?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know, he was on TV shows that I watched growing up, like, you know,
old school
Proud
footage of him
Family,
and Brandy.
Moesha. Like, he was in a lot. Like, he was part of
The whole culture.
It was
It was
culture,
part of the
bro.
culture, man.
You know, he was huge, and I remember watching a game where I think he scored like a record amount of points. I think it was like 81 or like something stupid.
Yeah.
And a bag of celebrities. This was like the latter stages of his playing career, and it was like, this guy is incredible, man. Like, and
5 championships.
5 championships. Like, you know, this guy was playing at the highest level for 20 years, like, which you don't necessarily see in basketball. You know, so
Playing with mad Achilles injuries. It's like, when these things happen, you start reading stories. Like, I'm like Vans. I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I do like, because I did journalism degree, like you have to kind of brush up on your knowledge on other sports. I remember reading a story about he was notorious for not passing because he's like one of the best. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm going to shoot every time because I trust myself. I don't trust you little niggas. They were complaining about him shooting, so one game he decided just to not shoot. All he does is pass the ball and they lost. Like, it's, you know, like when you're trying to find like a little bit of humour within what's happened, there was one game where obviously he's a big deal, so he has his own shoe line, innit?
yeah.
They got trashed, they lost. Following day, practice, everybody that's got Kobe's on took him back. You're not good enough to wear my shoes. And I love that Mamba mentality because he's one of the Black Mamba, innit? Like, all those things, if you start looking like, Donnie was the truth.
Yeah, man.
The real
A lot of
truth.
people like that, you know, worked with him was like, he was like, even at the top of his game, he made sure that like he would work hard for everything that he achieved. He knew that he has to work hard on the court, but he was like, even at home, he's working harder.
Don't even take like a week off and then, like, you know, like for pre-season, he's back in. The saddest thing about all of this is the reason why he was even in a helicopter, because it's something he's been doing for years, is he wanted to be able to still have the family balance, isn't it? So he was taking helicopters so that, because I think apparently it's only like 15, 20 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it allows him to still do the school run, be there with his children, take them to practice.
LA traffic was
do all
insane.
the stuff that you would assume that because of how busy he is, that the wife's just going to take the flak, or like the nanny, or like the extension. Because for very, very successful people, we've had SJ on here, and like there's that unfortunate balance you try and maintain with professional and family life. Something has to give. So if you want this massive house and private education and Jordan's every day for the next 15, 20 years, that ain't going to be around. Mum's going to have to pick up the flat. But he was adamant that he wanted to still be around for all of that, and that's why they're taking helicopters. I haven't watched the video. He's sitting there talking about it. I'm sure you've seen it.
I needed to see that video.
And then for him to, and his child and all the other people that were in the helicopters or to lose their life, it's so sad.
No, 100%.
It's sad, and then it's annoying because it happens on social media, so it starts creating other conversations, and like it's a cliche thing, and I get it. When things like this happen, hug your loved ones, reach out to your loved ones. If you got any issues, squash them. But I'm like, I can be quite harsh. Some stuff doesn't need to be amended, innit? And it shouldn't be amended off the back of that. I don't like drawing that line between the two, innit? He passed away. It's very sad. People are going to mourn him. A lot of people are going to be affected because he was an icon. Yes, you don't know him personally, but a lot of people have fond memories. Some people picked up basketball because of him. But using that as, a whole generation. So drawing the line between that is like, why is she now? There are some people, bruv. Some people ain't gonna make it with like when it comes to like the whole reconciliation thing. I was saying earlier about like how sorries and like can be a little bit overrated. If it's beef, it's beef. But because someone's passed away now, we've got to do the whole like.
Yeah,
let's piece it out. We are the world.
You're right, and I get both sides of the argument because sometimes like death is something that unfortunately is inevitable in life. But it's the unexpected ones.
Not like that, bro.
It's just exactly. This is what I'm trying to get to. So, the unexpected ones are the ones that really hit home, and it's unfortunately certain things just happen in the office perspective. And these are conversations that I've had with friends in the past. Like we've only grouped up together. Like we've only met up because unfortunately, a mutual friend has passed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's bad, isn't it? Like so. I get like where certain people may fall off or like just drift apart. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative situation as to why they don't speak as much or they don't reach out as much. But sometimes these things bring people back together, and I think like for me personally, that's where that comes from, rather than like, oh yeah,
okay, I understand. Yeah.
So
if there is a silver lining to be had, it's that. It's
that.
sad it just happened, but
do you know what I'm saying?
It kind of draws me and my loved ones back together.
Or like you could have fallen out with someone that you cared deeply about over something so small that happens, and you're like, it's not really worth it. You don't necessarily want to still be in this space with that person.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. But if it's like you said, there's certain situations that you just can't get back from, man.
For some people, like, if it's fuck you, it's fuck you forever.
Don't give me that perspective.
It's gonna hurt me more to try and reconcile that thing.
But I just don't think in that situation
it's not gonna come natural.
Black and white is how people make.
I don't think it should. Like, I understand.
Every situation is unique.
It is. We don't live in a utopian society. Like, you can feel shit in it. If you're hurting someone's done you wrong, it is what it is, bro. Like, you know my story a little bit. So some stuff ain't gonna be mended, isn't it? Like, it hurts me more to like. To do all that, you know, so I'm cool where it's at. We roll with the punches. It is just one of those things, like. But yeah, no, it's super sad, and obviously we started the episode of Nipsey and stuff like. It's just stuff like a year apart, like legends from there in both their fields, both from LA. Like it's just.
I was selfish when I first heard the news because I landed back from Paris, and my phone popped off, and I was like, "Well, 7 minutes in, TMZ to da-da-da-da." I was like, "No, this ain't real. It's TMZ, man. This can't."
But that's the maddest thing. TMZ, when it comes to this type of thing, they're rarely ever wrong. Like if anybody's gonna be reliable when it comes to this kind of story, that's when I saw it with TMZ. I knew it was real straight away.
They bust the passing of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they. When it comes to that, cause apparently the guy that runs it is a lawyer. Like it's all high powered people that work in law attorneys and that. They know innit.
Yeah, so I was thinking, nah. So I left it, and then the group chats was going off. I was like, nah, this still can't be real. And then I was like, is this real? And then I was like, helicopter? And then, like, the selfish in me, I was like, that's a rich people problem, man. I was like, why would you want to go on helicopter? No one else knows how to do that. Like, this is your...
It's very specialist.
This is a special... That's a special thing, innit? Like, you now... In my house, thinking that you put your daughter... I was like, nah. But then I saw that video when it was talking about the reasons why he has to take helicopter. Yeah. I was thinking...
You almost want to slap yourself, innit?
I really wanted to slap myself. I was thinking...
You remember the Leicester City owner? Same tragic situation. Like, I don't know what it'll be interesting to actually look from a research point of view of how many, like, when helicopter crashes happen.
There's facts.
What's the rate of fatality in compared to, like, when aeroplanes or, like, being in the car, or, like, what's the probability, like?
They're not stable, really. You have to think about it.
Are they shock absorbent? Are they as safe? Like, if that goes down,
helicopters are like one of the most dangerous because it's. I mean, like they say, you know, traveling via airplane is like one of the most safest methods of transportation.
Okay.
Just on a statistical thing, on a statistical thing where there's not as many crashes. Like obviously, when there is a plane crash, it's big news, but there's not that many, considering how many flights there are on a daily basis on a global scale. Do you know what I'm saying?
When you actually weigh it up, it's not that many. Like, that's if a plane goes missing, you're like, what the fuck?
So like, there's more like accidents on the road and stuff like that. But helicopters now, it's on a smaller scale. They're not as heavy as airplanes. So like, when there's a little bit of like wind maybe like weird wind or even fog.
Yeah, it can
because
go left.
Like it's still something to be investigated, isn't it? It's not like as black and white as to why the helicopter went down and crashed. But when it does crash, there's a low chance of survival. You know. And it's absolutely unfortunate, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, you hear things of like how Kobe used to speak about his young daughter Gigi
highly,
and he spoke of her highly, man, in regards to like how she managed to adopt the same passion he had for the sport, because everyone knows how much Kobe loved that sport, and he was like, yeah, she's got it.
Yeah, she was going to go on a big and dominate the
early. I mean, he spoke highly of his other children, but he was like, that one in particular,
I'm not worried about her. Basically,
she's
good.
She was a lot better than I was at that age. So he knew where she was destined to go. So it's unfortunate, man. And
it's
like
heartbreaking,
I said, man. I'd send my prayers to like his wife, his other children. You know, one that's like only
newborn.
Everyone else in the
on the plane. Everyone, all the other families.
And it is a bit sad that the conversation then drifts to that, and then people start saying, "Oh, you don't care enough about the other unnamed people." We do.
Oh yeah,
but that person is an icon in.
Yeah, we're not like you know, disrespecting the dead.
Yeah.
Of the people that died that are
their families love them just as much.
Yeah,
Kobe's life is more valuable than
they're nameless in the realm of celebrity and status, because we don't know who they are, and we know who Kobe Bryant is. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are going to mourn them more because he's inspired a generation. A lot of athletes in the NBA have looked up to someone like Kobe. Like I'm even surprised the NBA didn't postpone games.
Money, bro. All this focus on mental health and all the stuff that's you do to be seen as progressive, but that shows you when it's time to now, like show if there's proof in the pudding. Call them games off. Yeah, even as respect to Donny. I know some people's argument are, no, if it was Kobe, he'd want to play. Nah, we don't know that for a fact. Stop trying to create stuff. If that's really the case, you stop that. It's cool.
You can visibly see how a lot of these players that had to play shortly after finding out how distraught they were.
Yeah, they didn't want to play, man. They didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Coaches didn't want to, you know, get
How
out
do
there.
you pepper team for that? What kind of, bro? You might have to give, you know, like any given Sunday type rally. Like you have to give that type of speech to get
Bro.
to like rouse people up, bro. Because
Prayer,
come on, man. You know,
yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah, man.
it's sad, man. Just to put a full stop in it, I believe there should be no death within. Like there should be no competition with death. Like
No.
there should be no.
100%.
There should just be no competition.
Shame
when it
on
comes
you
to death.
journalists that was like on the quest to be first and being so inaccurate with your information.
So,
Yeah, there was some inaccuracies. There were.
Absolutely shameless.
and
man.
some foul ones as well.
Yeah.
Super foul, man.
Some
And it was
foul
like,
ones.
do you
Saying
know
people
what? I
that
was
dead that
like,
aren't dead.
yeah, man. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, like even before it was confirmed that his daughter was with him, I was like, when you're speculating that his entire family like are there with his children, that's when I got to come off, man. Social media, because it was pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to the Bryants.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
And the Outer Belly family, which I believe their surname is.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Outerbelly and his wife was on board as well, and one of their kids, and they had 2 other kids that obviously weren't on board, so they have to deal with losing.
That's a lot of people in that helicopter.
Bro, people got rallied around the families. It's gonna be difficult, man.
Yeah,
Like,
something
you know,
it's going to be dominating. It's going to be dominating the news. Something that they have to live with, like, and you know they're dealing with huge, significant losses.
And you got to live in front of everyone. Like every time I see like, you know, like draw a parallel with like Nipsey Hussle. Anytime the camera kind of pans to Lauren, it's like there's almost expectations. You got to say something cool. Like even at the Grammy, she comes out and like it's you die and now they want to give you the award. You get the award and now you can come out and give the speech and his brother speaks, his grandma speaks and that. You're having to mourn this person in front of the whole world.
Yeah,
and I want to say something as well, because niggas be nigging. Lauren's gonna have to move on one day, and she will get another partner if that's what she wants to do. And people need to leave her alone.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you can't live for the dead, innit? Life does move on.
Yeah.
It's it might be not the best time to say it, but that is something that when I've had conversations with elders in my family, you cannot live for the dead. You celebrate them, you mourn them. There will be tough days, but life does move on, innit? And she will. She isn't an extension of Nipsey Hussle. She is Lauren London, innit?
Yeah.
You know, like when that whole Kodak thing happened and he was saying a bit like disrespectful stuff, and people, it was more like how they disrespect Nipsey's wife. No, that's Lauren London, innit? And Lauren London will one day move on if that's what she wants to do.
I think it was just because of like, I think it was the timing as
well.
well.
Yeah, man, it was quick.
It was, but
immediately
after. But it's the man thing is like, don't disrespect on his wife. No, don't disrespect such and such. Yeah, she happens to have been with my man, but she's someone of her own right as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so I think that is important. But brought up the Grammys, you know, shouts out to Coffee. One best reggae album.
Took it from the Marleys.
Come on, you know, that's usually the Marleys. Every year. They be having babies every year. Listen, you go and sing. Because you need to go and collect the award for the name, innit?
Took it from the Marleys.
The thing is a game, bruv. There was a Marley definitely nominated for that award. I'm very happy she won that because
she deserves it.
I think one deserves it. She's had an amazing year and a half. I think she's very important for reggae, dance, whatever you want to coin the genre of music. Is there, not being disrespectful, is there also an element of her possibly being part of the LGBT community and why that also might be quite important for her to be. Let's be honest. If Louis Spence walks in here right now being very overtly camp and that.
No, but he's openly.
But I'm saying, but we have stereotypes how we look at certain people, innit? When you look at her like quite tomboyish swag, what would be the stereotypical thing you might think she's lesbian? Let's be frank, innit?
Yeah.
Okay, let me say
some people to this day don't know that she's a girl.
That's how I feel, innit? And I feel like people do feel like that.
Yeah,
she's a girl, man. That's how I feel, innit? So I think if she does identify within that community, I think it's also sick that she's.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want to say that.
You don't want to
she was because I haven't heard her say it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
but I'll say that's what I see. And and I'm just
I hear you. Like just
especially from where she's from, knowing like a lot of people have been banned for homophobic lyrics and stuff. Like sometimes representation doesn't matter. Aside from all that, the music's sick. That's first and foremost.
She could have a long career.
She came in like a rapture, man.
Yeah, she could have a long career. I can see it. Yeah, she could have a
long career. Bruv.
Long career.
Hey man, toast to Coffee for that Grammy win.
Yeah, fam.
You know, I think it's always nice to see another face win it.
And it's nice when you're someone that you want to win, you feel like deserves wins. Because
And
Grammys ain't had a good history of always giving it to the person that actually
Trust
should have
me.
got it.
yeah, 100%, man. And she's from like in a global scale. She's still quite a new artist.
Very new, yeah, very, very new.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, where's she at?
and she her introduction to the game was in a very big way. I think like a lot of people were like, yo, who's this new exciting like artist that's come out with Toast? Like that's a big
Toast.
song to come out with as your breakthrough single. And I'm excited to see what she comes out with next. Obviously she's on Hustle's album. She was on Daniel Caesar's project,
Yeah, she
Cyanide
was.
Remix. A lot of people's a lot of people enjoyed that song as well. So yeah, man. There's rumors that she's been working with Rihanna, whether the album's gonna come out or not. Boy, you know.
Hey man, Fenty's about to do a Billy.
What was the other talking points of the Grammys? Best rap album,
Who got that?
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah. He did. He had these little stance and these little comments after
Yeah, no, he
that.
said something.
He said some things which I
said some things.
respect.
What
that.
do
Do
you
you-
feel about his statement?
Did
you hear
there's like he's very valid.
Yeah.
In what he was saying.
He
Whether his album should have won as a rap album, I'm not so sure.
But that's what he's trying to say.
It's true, and yeah, exactly.
That's what he's trying to say.
He's like, because of who he is, he's had to, like, you're basically pigeonholing us.
Yeah, fully.
But these are the gripes that people like Kanye had. Like, why does My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy have to be nominated for just best rap album? Why couldn't it be nominated for album of the year?
It makes sense because then you feel like you're stealing it from other artists that can actually does benefit from being.
Well, you're limiting.
You're limiting
the art.
it. Yeah,
And if you listen to Tyler's album,
it's
he
not
said
rap.
It's just rap.
It's pop.
Alright,
It's
cool.
straight pop.
I'll get you what he said, and I'll just.
That's what it felt like a bit, but it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category, which is, and I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N word to me. So when I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Why can't it just, you know what I mean? So I felt like half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it. That's what it felt like a bit. But another half of me is very grateful that the art that I made could be acknowledged on a level like this when I don't do the radio stuff. I'm not played in Target. I'm in a whole different world than what a lot of people here listen to. So I'm grateful and like,
It's an honest speech, man. Because
Honest,
like
yeah,
at the same
fully.
time, like you're
Pure.
gonna accept the award,
Yeah.
and you are grateful, like because it is the biggest award in music. So I think a lot of artists do still want to be recognized. Awards might not mean a lot anymore to like a lot of people, but to be accepted and to grab that, have that as a monument, and in celebration of what you've created, great. But at the same time, is like, don't box me in. And like, the more I guess you openly speak about this on their platform, especially as well, it might change.
It may. I mean, it's weird. I like the whole anti-movement. You know, like we're anti-labels. We fuck the award shows. The real truth is it still holds weight. I'll give you a great example. So it's exactly what I'm talking about. Remember when I was on to you lot about when you was running events in Southampton?
Yeah.
About booking Crept and Conan.
Yeah.
These men are going to get nominated. They're going to get nominated. They're going to get nominated.
Yeah.
They got nominated for the Mobo.
Yeah.
I think you lot sent the proposal late
the
to
price.
get them down for like a club booking, innit?
Yeah.
They then won the Mobo now. These men sent back another price to these men.
Price went
a
up.
madness.
Yeah.
Price went up.
Yeah.
Even on that, it means your bag goes up. You have more validity in the building. Like
100%, yeah, I
the
agree.
infrastructure of music will be dictated. Okay, cool. That person's be taken seriously now because they're 12 Grammys.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. The streets fuck with them. The people, their culture, their race, whatever. But the system, the regime has also
It's a
recognized
title.
them.
It's a title.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you got a Grammy.
Just
Alright, cool,
like
we can
an
work with you.
athlete.
Yeah.
We spoke on Kobe. You know, before his name, you say 5-time NBA champion, or a footballer like Messi, 6-time Ballon d'Or winner, or do you know what I'm saying?
Stats,
like,
bro.
It's stats. Like when
Where
an
are
artist,
your accolades?
when a movie star, Jamie Foxx just released a movie with Michael B. Jordan. Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx is in this movie.
If you walk in the
Do you
room,
know
your
what I'm saying?
accolades walk before you, guys.
Yeah.
You're just walking before me. Let the ducks walk in.
When there's an
I'll come in.
advert promoting an artist's new album,
Grammy Award winning.
Grammy Award
Come
winning,
on, bro.
like
Accolades,
it's like it's a title, innit?
Yeah, no,
so
I agree. It's
It's not
obviously
pink, it's mauve.
Yeah, that was
the
funny.
price is gonna
Respect
go
my
up.
drip, innit?
The price is gonna go up, man.
No,
We
Um,
mauve.
No, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Yeah. Shouts to Nipsey, also for winning best rap song.
Should have won the year before, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's for the album.
Man, have to pass away and get the award and that.
Yeah. Rap, best rap.
Yeah,
Give my flowers while I can't even smell them.
For Racks in the Middle.
Rats in the okay.
Yeah, cold
Tune.
song. But I would have preferred the other one still.
Okay.
You know, like that.
Does Roddy Ricch get a Grammy for that as well?
Should
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, should do.
Okay.
Burna
Like-
Boy didn't win.
He did.
Who won that category?
Angelique Kidjo. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Apparently she's a fucking big deal. I wasn't aware of her prior to this. So I need to do some research, do my Googles. I think there is a conversation to be had, which we'll do at some point. We also need to have a conversation about killing the words. We need to have a conversation. We need to do that.
Okay,
but
okay.
there is a conversation to be had about like the other side of African music, innit?
Yeah,
Not
that
just-
actually, yeah, the one that we listen to, like the pop
Afrobeats
ones.
from-
Yeah.
That's if you listen to it though.
No, I'm saying no, but like, it's bruv. Do you eat the same foods all the time? Have you got like wide palate, bruv? Like,
Yeah, no,
go and
no,
take in
of
some
course,
other stuff,
of
innit?
course, of
Because you might be
course.
missing out on something.
Of course.
You may get to not like it, but go and take in some other
Yeah,
stuff.
man, South African soul. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I can.
I love South African house,
Yeah,
so you know,
Yeah, I understand that.
like taking some other stuff in it. So
21 Savage got a Grammy with J Cole. I heard
yeah,
That was a big song, man.
that was a fam.
That was a very big song.
yeah, I was pissed Burner didn't win, man. Cause Happy Coffee One's like, yeah, let Donny get his as well, and we can do this Jamaican Nigeria thing together.
We were rooting for a lot of people were rooting for Burner. He had a fantastic year, and like him not winning, let's not take away from like the incredible album that he gave us last year. And
Apparently, Leanne's moving mad in the villa and that. Bad vibes, man. Let Papoose down, sorry.
all right. So yeah, man.
She's got the ick.
You know what? It like Grammys is great. Do you know what I'm saying? Like being recognized, like I said, the highest award in music, and everyone wants to go out there. They want to bring home a Grammy, but you know sometimes it's not your time at the moment, and then the next time you come around, you're gonna get it. There was this big outrage when Kendrick didn't win Good Kid, Mad City.
What was it? Macklemore won or something?
Macklemore
but
beat
that was-
him.
And where the hell is he now?
Yeah,
Probably.
Fret Shop, man.
Kendrick then went on to dominate the album after that, To Pimp a Butterfly. So
Well deserved.
you know it happens, man. It's nothing.
J Cole
to be
has it.
shocked
Well,
by.
till now, J Cole didn't win one.
Yeah, he won his first Grammy this year.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's, bruh, if you take it to heart, then
It is funny 'cause I see Diddy having his speech about it. It's like, and he's made some valid points about it, what the stuff they need to do. But now I always say, pick a side. Sitting on the fence, you're gonna rip your trousers. Are we in or are we out? Not saying we can't critique, but like, it's gonna be difficult because the people that are saying boycott, like if Jay-Z and Kanye don't ever want to go, they've got multiple Grammys. They're fine, innit? They're fine. The up and coming guys, they need it because the system is a system, innit? So are we in or are we out? Like, let's make the BET Awards pop. You know, like
yeah, it's true. Make it make sense. Yeah,
make it make sense. Make the BET Hip Hop Awards pop. What are the other awards? The NACCP award. What was the award show that Ari Lennox was at and she was upset about like the treatment and like she actually was like she really wanted to win. I forgot.
Soul Train.
Soul Train.
Awards.
Well, those should be a big fucking deal, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Billboard Awards.
Bring Mary
you
J.
got,
Blige out every year. Faith Evans, Little can come out and do your,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Let's
There's
rock.
various different awards.
Lauren Hill, where you
ceremonies.
at? Sade, where you at? Anita Baker, come out with the throw one time and sing "Sweet Love" to me. Sing just to me. You know, it's needed, bruv. I look at those for me are more, though, like I enjoy that more. And
Did anyone of you, did you guys catch the show? Did you see
Nah,
any of the performances?
I'm not watching the Grammys, bro. Roc Nation brunch, on the other hand, I'm watching that via Instagram. Via the it's not Pink, it's Marv. Yeah, we Marv.
I see that on the timeline.
What do you think? Do we need a Roc Nation brunch in the UK?
Nah, man. They can lie, man.
No.
Nah, man. Everyone goes over, flies over there anyway.
Yeah, I see the Trap Star boys out there.
Yeah,
I see Posty out there.
Posty
Did
was
Posty
there.
say wow Jay-Z when he was there? Remember when Posty was getting onto Rap Man about he was saying wow Jay-Z? I want to see. It'll be interesting to know how Posty controlled himself around Jay-Z.
But access is different. Like, you might not have the same conversation that Rap Man is having.
Because Rap Man was in Jay's house.
He's in his house.
Yeah, you was at the function.
We're business partners now.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
You're breaking bread together.
bread.
Like, you come into a brunch is like you're not important.
Nah, for real. Man.
There's so many other people in like.
Bro, the bear title.
It's
You know what
funny
I'm
though
saying?
because like, it creates conversation. So it's like, oh, do we need a brunch in the UK? But I'm like, do people understand what Roc Nation brunch is? You it's for the people that are doing stuff. That's not disrespect.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's so funny because like 4 years ago, I didn't really hear people speaking about the Roc
It's
Nation
true.
brunch.
It's like
Like
true
it
for a
didn't
long time.
exist. Bro, it's
It's been going on for a
while.
minute. It's for a minute. I didn't see it as
Going
a
out
big
for a
thing.
obviously with
It's going on
social
for a minute.
media
It's
and
heightened. It's
Jay-Z
heightened,
becoming
yeah.
a billionaire, him and Beyonce have gone to another level,
Yeah.
Baychella, all the other stuff.
Now,
Kid,
a lot of
like,
people are just
now you
more
said
invested
that, there will
now.
probably be a brunch in the UK because obviously they've opened an office here,
okay, maybe they'll do
so
it.
they'll definitely do
But
it.
it's for people that are within the music industry, not disrespect to the average person. Like,
Ro-
you're not going to get an
Yeah,
invite.
but there's not a Roc Nation brunch for no reason. It's like a pre-Grammy party.
Yeah.
But
So
then
That's what I'm
to-
saying. You
to
give them more
hear-
information. There is a reason for it.
So
innit?
it's like Clive Davis has a party, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like every year, pre-Grammys. So, you know, where Diddy was.
I'm
on
sure
it
their
and he
music
spoke
people,
he
people
had
that
to
own
speak
labels
for-
and stuff, like a lot of these independent, I'm sure they hold functions and that.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Oh
It's
yeah,
true.
man. Like a lot of people are talking about can like go into a Roc Nation brunch, but they can't even get into a Brit Awards after party. The Brits
Shame.
That's a shame.
The Brits
Shame.
the Brits are soon anyway.
Hey,
so
bruv, the only brunch we recognise in the streets over here is DLT brunch.
they-
Don't
Shouts
know.
out to old school brunch as well, though.
Yeah,
My people's got a
come
brunch
on,
called
yeah,
old school
yeah,
brunch.
yeah.
Aye, just- remember the one we got the. we had
Oh,
planned, but
yeah,
we
yeah.
couldn't make 'cause
Yeah, I had that
we couldn't
missed
make
out.
it.
I
Yeah,
had that. I had
hey,
that. Hey.
there's reggae brunch as well. There's stuff happening over
Yeah,
here, man.
man, there
Stop
is.
looking at the Americans, man.
Well, I don't
Got
look at
DLT
that.
brunch, got reggae brunch, got old school brunch. There's stuff going on over here.
DLT.
Sip and stroke.
DLT are out here killing it in flipping
Marbella, I see.
in Ghana,
they
in
got that.
Lagos,
Come on, man.
and in Croydon all in 1 week.
Come on, something like.
Something like
Feed
they're doing
the
Marbella
streets,
as
man.
well.
They got my hard-working people.
Yeah,
bro.
man. I think like we like to compare things, man. We see certain things over there. You see everyone like the decor at the Roc Nation branch is obviously going to be exceptional. You know, big investors, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's the people that
Big
are going to be there
investors.
anyway.
People
You're
want to
seeing,
be
like-
there and they want to take photos of Beyonce from behind the shrubs and that to put on their gram and that.
You're seeing like magnum bottles of Amanda Brunyak, Ace of Spades.
There is a little bit, like, it's sick to watch, but there's something about it's a little bit pretentious, a little bit.
It's gonna be pretentious.
Especially when you have like Kevin Hart is doing the whole speech in the middle and that. And be
corniest.
honest, listen, I'm going to preface by saying I feel like the internet does hate Kevin a lot, and a lot of that, the percentage of that is women. I understand he's short. He allegedly cheated on the first wife. He cheated on the second. I said before that obviously the second wife is light-skinned as well, so that may play a part. I'm not trying to upset anybody. That's how I generally feel. And he come across a bit narcissistic within the documentary. We critiqued it. And Donnie's short. I did all that. And then he's doing a speech. Donnie didn't really say nothing profound. Now, he's rich, he's successful.
Every man is going nuts. I'm like,
No, there's nothing, you can't be getting horny about that. Donnie said you're going to finish your chapter.
bro.
How do you want your book to look?
Jay-Z was screaming. I'm like, bruv, like you're to the guy that has the one of the best like verses that we hear, and you're getting excited over this.
Go and type into like on Google and it's like Kevin Hart speech at the Roc Nation branch. Like,
Yeah, like I was like, yeah, the inspirational speeches that they have are getting cornier by the year.
Diddy was there. This is a black billionaires brunch. Big man, there's one billionaire here. You're close. You might be already. We don't know.
Yeah.
And is that like, I'm not saying you can't draw inspiration, but is that really the goal? Do you know what it takes to become a billionaire?
Hard
Do you know what
work,
you have to climb over to
Yeah,
get to
man.
the top?
Trust me, fam.
You know, capitalism is already doing us. We're speaking about like losing like connection with loved ones, and then death happening for us to draw.
Yeah.
Bro, capitalism is finishing us, bro.
Yeah, I'm not mad at like you know, people going off to being successful.
Be the
like,
best you can be, man.
being the best that they can be, but
Allow me in it.
some of the shit is just corny.
No, 100%.
Some of the shit is just
100%.
corny as fuck. But I do like that these spaces do exist. It's just the conversation that happens outside of it by people that will never be in these spaces, man, have the most to say and whatever it is. But hey, man, it's the way of the world.
It's a generation we're living, fam.
Hey, it provides content, innit? So
Yeah,
does.
and
It really does.
yeah, man. You know, it was good to see you know, Griselda.
I like that.
Out there.
And you can always tell the difference between like certain man who ain't really transitioned all the way. So man are wearing the suit with the Louboutins. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You still got one foot in the streets.
Rihanna was out there, you know. You see Jay's usuals, tie ties, the Jay Browns.
Yeah, the family, innit? Come on.
You know, Beyonce looking absolutely sensational.
Not gonna lie to you.
I can't even lie, bro.
Well,
She
I
looks
don't really look
amazing.
at her like,
FC?
I don't really look at her like that, but damn, I was like, raw, is that Beyonce, yeah? Beyonce. I was like, yeah, she's looking fine.
There's a photo where Jay-Z's behind her just looking like niggas.
Yeah.
Keep going. This is my wife.
Come on.
This ain't Pink, this is Marv.
Yeah, man, she was
Whilst
glowing,
opening the
man.
Tesla.
This is Marv.
I was like, alright, Jay.
I say respect my drip.
Yeah.
And trust me to come in a pink suit as well.
Oh, mate.
I love Meek.
Someone
you know.
said Meek looked like he got his suit from ASOS. Nah,
There's nothing wrong with an ASOS suit. No. Edit that out, bro. It's crazy, fam. What's wrong with an ASOS suit, bro? I'm going to Jamaica. I'm gonna buy some ASOS drip for.
I don't know. I've never bought a suit.
Hey, so just going to come to Jamaica as well. You know?
I swear down.
I need to book the flight, fam. We'll do the podcast
come
out
on,
there.
man.
No, come on, bro.
Do you know what? I thought about it, yeah, but I was like,
Come, man.
I've got bare things like to pay.
Even for like 4 or 5 days, come. I edit this out. What if I can DC? What are you saying? No, you won't consider now. If I can get a cheeky half
I'll
price,
think about it.
like $7 in that.
What does man wear to a wedding?
Yeah. Oh!
Like no,
I can manage that.
do you know what? Yeah, like what I saw, what I saw initially, I was like, yo, one lose.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, my daughter has to go without for a month.
No, bro. I've been hailing her being amazing dad. Are you sick, bro? I'll definitely I'll find out Mr. Half Price for you, innit?
No, do you know what it is?
But if you
that,
get licked, you get licked, innit? Don't say my name.
It's scheduling as well.
I said pending.
It's scheduling as well.
Man, get to the airport. Oh, have you got the card you paid with? The van's scrambling. I know you see the podcast and come out that week.
Yes.
We'll have to put out a PSA. We'll be back next week, guys.
Scheduling is a huge factor as well.
No, for real, I get
Nah, it
that,
definitely
man.
plays a
I'm
part, man.
traveling tomorrow as well. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. You out here.